Hello. It's Fiona Fernandez, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator, which means I sell Stampin' Up! And play with Stampin' Up! And hope to share it with my friends. Anyone who's interested, just turn that off so we don't hear me twice. So welcome if you're joining me tonight. I'm going to be looking in the Sale-A-Bration catalogue tonight, and I've got the Tree Lock dies, which are one of the free items you can get in Stampin' Up! At the moment. So they have specials on every now and again, and Sale-A-Bration is something that's running for 2 months, over July to August. So what happens in Sale-A-Bration? Hi Die. Sale-A-Bration, you can buy products out of the catalogues, any of the catalogues, and if you spend $90, you can choose things like that have a $90 symbol on them. So I played with some last week as well. So there's $90, you can choose that. Or for $180, you can choose this one. So they've all got different numbers on them. So I'm using this one tonight. So I've bought the stamp set that's in the little mini catalogue that coordinates with this. You can use them alone as well. You could use this on its own altogether. You've got trees, there's a little light string, there's all sorts of things in there. Little poles, caravan, trees, dog, stars, lots and lots of goodies. So that's cool. I'll just have a quick flick. We've done the hippos already. We did that 1 week. That was last week, I think. Had a lot of fun with that one. So check out my posts from the weeks before if you're looking for them. Looking for what I've done. I haven't done anything with this one yet because I don't have it. I ordered this paper last night. I'm looking forward to that. I haven't ordered the dies to go with it at the moment. I thought I'll see what I can do with the paper first. I saw someone do something wonderful with it. So I've got these little cards and envelopes as well. And we used that 1 week to make some cards with this. So they're really nice little sketches. It's lovely. I've got some free gold and silver with white paper. And they've got all these card ideas too. So I've had a look at the card ideas in the mini. I'll show you that in a minute. Just show you the rest of these. So these are all, I haven't played with that one yet in Alive, but I've used a bit of that paper this week in my class. It's so beautiful, that paper. This piece here, I've used that piece. We'll do that 1 week while Sale-A-Bration is still on as well. And if you host while Sale-A-Bration is on, that means you can buy it for yourself, or if you get together with some friends and you get an order over $500 between you all, you can be the host and have a host code. So you get a host code like this, and if you do that and get over $500, you can have this stamp set for free. And you also get to choose to buy things in the other catalogues. So I'll just show you in the mini catalogue. At the back of the catalogues, this one and the annual, there'll be a section on hosting and rewarding. So you could also buy this stamp set for $22.50 with your Stampin' Rewards. So you get rewarded. So if you get $250 in party sales or sales, any sales, you get 10% on top of that. So that's really a great way to get a few things if you're interested in buying some things. And like I said, if you get a few people together, so in the general catalogues, it just has this little table to tell you what the percentages are. If there's specials on, it'll have that as well. This one, the special here is the free stamp set in Sale-A-Bration. So then the other thing that's on in Sale-A-Bration is joining, of course. And that's a great way to get things, $169 if you wanted to buy a few things. You could join to get the special. It's about $66 worth of extra products to use, plus you get catalogues and business things. You don't have to do it as a business though, you can just share them with your friends and have a good time stamping together. But this is a lovely diary. I have shown it in some videos on my YouTube, but that's the actual book. Looks like that. It doesn't come with stickies. We can buy them as demonstrators, but it does come with all the stickers. Comes with 18 months worth of diary notes. Look, I've started putting things in there. Classes. Christmas in Piedmont. So that's exciting. And you've got a little book, 3 little books that you can fit in there. I already had the pencils, and you can buy them as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator as well. But it matches very nicely. So that's the join special at the moment. But like I said, if you're interested in getting a few things at once, it's a really good way to get them. And you get discount as well after you join for a few months. So depending on how long you stay, it's 20% off on your next order after that, which is great. I think it's great. It's a good way to get things. So the trees for sale, that's the stamp set. So that's in the mini catalogue, and you can get that off me if you don't have one, or go to my website, JenniferNattaStampinUp.net. The catalogues are all on there, PDFs, and the Sale-A-Bration as well. So this is the stamp set. These are some other card ideas, and I would just have a little play while I was waiting with this. So that's an embossing folder, which is here, the Whimsical Woodland embossing folder. And I just had a play with that. I've got some pink card out. This is called, it's not pink, it's called Bell & Mambo cardstock. It's quite pink. So this side I did Versamark on the, which side did I do it on? Versamark on, not the logo side, the other side. And then when I put it on the card, it went into the grooves a bit. And then I put some white embossing folder in there, and I embossed it so it looked like that. I missed a little bit there, but that doesn't matter. If I use it for a card, or I may just use the other side. This side, I just used the stamp. I did get a dauber out at first, but it wasn't quite as dark. So it depends how dark you want it to. I just used my ink pad like this and rubbed it across the thing. And I actually think that might be how they've done that, because they've got some sweeping gestures on there. Not 100% sure, but that's what it looks like to me. They've just gone like that. And it just grabs the bits that are sticking up. So you get a bit of accented bits as well. Isn't that lovely? I thought we'd do that tonight. Oops, there's a big sweeping gesture, look. Don't worry about it. It'll just come back off. And you can just cover it up with a sentiment or a tree or something. As we go. So I'll have to play with that in a minute. Just let that dry a bit. Get the heat tool out. I'll just dry that a little bit. Now that I've touched it again. So you've got 2 settings on the heat tool, 1 and 2. The 1's nice and gentle like that, and 2's what I use for embossing. It's faster and harder and hotter. Just be very careful when you're using it though, so you don't burn your fingers. Usually, depending on what I've got on the table, with a book there I'm fine, but usually I've got another mat that I use that's heat resistant. So we'll play with that one in a minute. Don't know which side to use. I might cut it in half and we'll do both. Here we go. So that's just a little sample. So that's that one. And of course you could use your brushes as well to put a bit of, we might do 2 embossing folders yet. You know I like embossing folders. It's one of my favourite things, is embossing folders. Anyone crafting tonight? Grabbing a bit of paper out of my stash to use when I do that. Now, where are we? You doing any crafting, Di? I saw one of Di's cards the other day using this embossing folder. Looked really good. I thought we might just use this as a bit of an idea. I'm not sure what they did there, so I'm thinking that might be a bit of vellum. And you've got a hexagon there, so that's out of one of the other shaped dies. Let me just see if I've got that handy. Might be in the cupboard with something else. That's out of the something shaped dies. Like that, something shaped. And I think it's in the cupboard. We could just use a different one, couldn't we? I don't think this one has any sentiment dies. Let's just get that one out. This, I might get these out. Oh, they won't match that, will they? It's just a shape behind it. I could do a tree that way. Let's do that. So this one is the potted succulents dies. Oh, you're making Lego. Lovely. Potted succulent dies. That one. Just to get a little shape out of it. And we can just use this as an idea. And something that Stampin' Up! Gave us today. So as demonstrators, we get extra emails and things with different ideas and all that sort of stuff, which is great. And one of the things they talked about was not just casing, which means copying and sharing everything, not just casing the card in the magazine, but to actually case the colours. And I thought, oh, that's a good idea. So you could actually choose something else. So I actually quite like, where is it? I like a lot of things in here, but this one, I really like this one for the colours. Look at the colours on that. It's just an idea. I haven't got all of those out yet though. I've got some pinks out and I've got the similar colours out. I thought I'd just stick with those colours. But that was another good idea. So if you can't think of what colours to use, you can go through your catalogue and find something. I'll show you in here what I'm talking about. They often have the colour swatches like this. So if you're doing another card altogether, you go, oh, I can't think of what colours to do. Just go and look in your catalogue and find a colour swatch like that for something else. And use that as your example. See? There's heaps of them in here. So we're doing this set for the next online class in August. The online class this week, we're using the Pretty Birds. And we're using this one in August. So let me know if you want to be involved in that. I cut up the kits and send them out to all my class. And you need your own stamps, ink and adhesives. I provide the other bits and pieces. So these are the colours I got out tonight to play with. And we'll do something with these. Now, just before we get started on that, I'll just show you something else quickly. I did talk about this a little while ago, and I'll lose that die. Oh, this is the, can I see it in camera? Hang on, I might have to, it comes in a box like this. I want to flip my camera. This is the actual kit out of the front of the mini catalogue. This one. And it says, so when you buy one of these kits, they do it to make a difference. Food scarcity is an issue facing communities across the globe. We aim to make a difference and we hope you'll join us. For each Nourish and Flourish kit you purchase, we will donate $4.25 to support organisations working to end food insecurity. And if we ask Stampin' Up, like I could ask them, I haven't asked them yet, I've asked them before on other ones, and they will tell us which one they're donating to in Australia. So that's really good that they do things like that. So that's what's inside the kit. And I'll just show you what it looks like. Hi Wendy, welcome. It comes in a lovely hard cardboard box that you could also use for something else to decorate or post something in it. The boxes are good for that. So that's the canvas type fabric. And it's a bit plus, what's you call that, vinyl on there where it's printed. It's just a little lunch cooler bag. I did show it in one of my unboxings, I think, as well. That's what it looks like, and it comes with a kit in it, like the other kits. Nourish and Flourish kit, and there's all the cards that you get in there to make up yourself. So that's just, it's got the embellishments and the stickies, double-sided hexagons. What do you call it? Dimensionals. But it doesn't have any ink or stamps, so it'll come with pre-printed things. So I haven't actually opened the kit itself yet. But I just thought I'd mention that because I really like that idea that you can purchase products that actually help other people as well. You could either use it for yourself or give it as a gift. We had Card and Cuppa the other day. That was so much fun. Doing cards in the cafe, having a coffee. I like to do that because I like coffee. Or you can get any drink you like up to the price of $5. And my classes are $20. to do, plus the kit. So you can purchase a kit online yourself through my website there, and please use the host code. Or I have some in my stash here that I got for my stall last year, so I still have some of them available as well if you wanted to do that. So I do that in Piedmont. The next date for that is the 20th of August, which is a Saturday this time. I swap it around sometimes. Sometimes I do Sundays, sometimes I do Saturdays, so that it just depends what I'm doing, as well as it just makes it available for some people. If they can't do a Sunday, maybe they'll do a Saturday one day, and that's really good fun. Nice and relaxing. So let's get out these dies and see what we can do with them. There's my stamps. I didn't check if they're, oh yes, okay, they're photopolymer, which means they're clear. Just pull that off. Hang on. Go over here to do that. Oh, hey Athena. Put that over there for now. And just make sure you wipe off your stamps when they're brand new. Give them a, oh, just give them a bit of a wipe over with your chamois. Get any residue off there, and I usually stamp a couple of times with them as well before I stamp onto my thing. They're so cute, aren't they? That cute little dog. Look at it. Trees for sale. There we go. I'll just stick them there. You can see what they are. Right, pop that back in there. So this is the little bit of paper I was just playing with. That's much softer look on that side, so that's just the white ink pad scraped across it, across the embossing folder, not the folder, across the card. And this one has white embossing powder in it, so I've put Versamark onto this side of it. Stick my little thing down the lap. Right, let's see, what do we do? I've got a piece of card already. So this one has, so they've used this folder as well here. And what else have they got? They've got a string of lights. Oh, see, they've used the little embellishments. There's some Festive Pearls, I think they look like. Where's my Festive Pearls? Oh, I think I've put them in my other box. Hang on. Just grab them out. I use them on my class cards. I'll put them over here. Gotta find them. Yeah. These ones. I had these out last week. But the other thing you can do is you can colour in your clear plain ones as well. So they've got red. They might have used those. Let's check out the size. Oh. I reckon that'll work. Yeah, they look like they're about the right size for that. I'll have to stamp one of those. Just get them out of there so they're ready to go. We'll have to stamp one of them. And we've got a die cut here for that, and there's a pole, so we'll have to stamp a pole. Let's get out some card and play. Alright, and then we'll have to make one of these as well with that other little thing I got out. Let's put that there so we don't lose it. Alright, so if you've got some crafting to do, feel free to pull it out and craft along. Diana's doing some Lego. Anyone else doing any crafting? We're just watching tonight. Yeah, I think for that first bit, let's just put that up there. I'll just check out the ones in here as well. Hang on, let's get some ideas out of here too. Where is it? Okay, this one's got a bit more. Okay, so they've done the white there as well. Oh, doesn't that one look cool with the sky? And they've used the, I think they've used the gold ones on there. And they've done that with gold embossing powder. Ooh, so many ideas. put our ideas over there. Just get some cards to play with. So with the white cardstock, are you having a cuppa tonight? Good-o. Sounds like a good idea. Cold night. This one's thick cardstock, so I tend to use that if I'm using the white as my base card, or if I'm doing something with a lot more colouring in or something like that, so that you have a deeper card to play with. I won't use it right now. I've got shimmery white, so that would look nice depending on what you're doing as well. I think if I was die cutting some things, I'll do that. Oh, it just depends. You can do watercolouring on that as well. I'm just going to use the plain one to start with. This is the basic white. I just happen to have a piece of basic white cardstock sitting there. One I prepared, no, one I chopped up earlier. I started doing something else with it. Just going to move a few things over here. I'll just trim it down first and make it the size of, I'll just go a bit smaller. I might go to 9. Get rid of that rough edge, but keep your rough edges, won't you? Because you can use them for other things. And I'll go to this one to 13 and a half. Play with that size. I'll just have a little play, and then we might chop out some trees as well. What have they got in their pictures? So just looking at the stamps, you've got this one here that gives you an impression over the top of your other one. Do you like that? This one. I'll just do that one. Oh, stuck to the table. Right. I might do a couple of those. And what colour will we do? Ooh, what colours have I got out? We might choose a, let's think, what colour? I'll just think about my base card for a minute. I think I'll do that colour. Do that under the base. So if we're doing that under the base, and that is called Coastal Cabana. We might do a Bermuda Bay tree. Ooh. Let's do that. I'm just going to, oh, you know what? It's not grabbing all the ink, but I actually don't mind that. Look at that. You only get on the edges. This is the other thing about these sort of stamps. You can just put it on the edges if you want to, and then work with that. I'm just going to stand that off there. Do a bit of card, a bit of paper, just to test it. I know you can use your paper underneath, but that's better. Getting better coverage there. Just get a, because it hasn't been used before, just do it a few times. I think that's okay. How many will we do? I'll do one there. Woo! Actually, I might do a stamp off in the background. There we go. Isn't that cool? And another one. Trying to decide. No, I won't. I'll just do those two. Do another colour with a smaller tree. Actually, I might put these back. So once you take them off this plastic thing here, they've done it so you can put them back in the packet like that, which is very handy. So then I'm going to do, close that one up. So that's the lighter one. And pick the bigger one again. So there's 3 size trees. Oops, sorry. Just bash the stand. Did I pick the right one? No, Yeah, this is the one for the middle of this one. Just try it on here. So just get over the middle of it a bit. Look at that. Woo. Some more Christmas cards happening. Look at that. Just do another one on that one because that was my stamp off. See the difference? Oh, I love it. It's popping out at me. Hi Amanda. Welcome. Just getting a bit wowed with my trees. Oh, hang on, I'll put that away. Where'd that one go? That one. Well, look at the little feet. We'll have to put the dog somewhere. Got to use the dog somewhere. Alright, now we'll go to the next size. Where are we? Let's do this size. And we'll do a different colour for this one. And back over there. And what do we do this time? Well, I've grabbed Pool Party and Soft Syndrome, so let's go with that. We'll just do it like that. You should put the little one at the back. Yeah. Never mind, that's where it's going. We'll put another one over here. Oh, you can't really see that one, can you? It's very pale. Maybe we'll put a bit more on there. See if I can get over the top. Ooh. Let's see my head. We'll just stick it on and hope for the best. There we go. That'll do. Get a bit on there where I missed. Now just remember, if you used a Stamparatus for that, you could get it in exactly the same spot. But I'm not playing with that right now. So I'd try these ones. Okay, and I want the middle piece. Ooh, look at that. That went a bit off, but it doesn't matter. It's a tree. All trees are different, aren't they? Let's go now. I love those colours. Oh, yummy. I know, I'm not eating them. It's okay. I just love them. They look so nice. What colour will I do? Oh, what colour trees? Will I go with the dark one? Let's go soft succulent and what colour? That colour there. Shaded spruce. Get rid of that. I'll go with this one. So you can put it straight onto your block like that, or put it down flat on the, depends on the stamp. I'll just try this one first. How's that one looking? A bit darker, isn't it? I sort of wish I'd put the little ones behind. But just a Christmas tree. That'll do. I can go in the back a bit. I'm just pushing it on the top of the tree there. Actually, that might have worked all right. I kept going. To get a bit in there. I'll do another one in there just to get a bit of a hint of it behind. There we go. Making art. Last one. I know I should do this on a spare piece of cardboard, shouldn't I? And then I'd have another little piece here. Well, that all depends how it turns out, doesn't it? Doesn't always turn out. Let's move that out of the way. Which is why we do this, to see how it will turn out. Oh, that one's a bit dark, isn't it? But it's good having that variety. Bit of variation going on. Look at that. Yum. Now, I think I would just put... I'm just thinking, don't really want all those bits out the side on this one. I just want the middle bit. So I'm going to just clean that off with my tissue. I'm not find it. I'll just find a new one. Just going to, I just want to try and get a bit of it down the middle there, but I don't want all those edgy bits. Just breathe on it a little bit to refresh it. Have I got too many edgy bits? Oh well, we'll find out in a minute. Just want the middle bit. Look at that. I wonder if we've got enough left on there to do another bit. There we go. Looks like a forest. I know, I haven't got one in the middle, have I? Do I need one in the middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I'll leave it. Right, put that away. Now what? Now what do we do? Let's score the card. 10.5. So this is just half an A4 sheet. Oops, what did I do there? I scored it in the wrong spot. Whoops, daisies, what have I done? Maybe it's not half an A4 sheet. Yes it is, I scored it in the wrong spot. And how I did that? Who knows? I can always chop it off. I must have gone to 1 millimetre the other way. Let's try that again. That's still a bit off, but it doesn't matter. You can always trim it off, or what I do if it's a tiny bit off like that, I just put that bit to the back, because you know what, once you open it and put it on the shelf, nobody knows. It doesn't really matter. It's nice to have it lined up, but it's a bit fiddly cutting that little tiny piece off as well, so I would rather just leave it like this so that I don't damage the card. So we'll work on this side. There's our trees. Now, let's find our pole. Where's the pole? I wonder if I've got enough room to do a pole. Oh, yep. Okay, what colour will we do that? Crop. We could go soft suede, is a bit darker. This colour. Leave that there. Now we'll need another stamp block. We'll need our H. That one. Let's see what it looks like on here. Oh, it's a bit dark. It's a bit lighter, but I'm wondering whether to do. I'll try the crumb cake too. I think we might be going crumb cake. This is one of the old ink pads. Look at that. Just make sure you close your lids properly. Yeah, I think that's better. I think that's what they've used in the book. I'm looking at the catalogue. I'm in the catalogue. Right, just put that there for a minute. And let's just have a think about this first. Right, where's my other one? Let's see, these are going to hang down a bit over the trees, I think. Their one is bigger, mine's smaller. Oh well. And that is done with the darker one, I think. So we need our poles to line up with that. Actually, I'm just thinking for a second, we could possibly, if we could extend that, stamp it to there and then join a bit on. We might be able to. Let's try. Let's try. If I go to there, there, I reckon we could do it. I'm going to give it a whirl anyway. I'll do this one out. There. Oh, went too far out. Oh well. Oh well. It's doing so well. Just remember it's a handmade card. Right, we want something else with these. Hang on a minute. There are, oh, what's that? Little starry bits. There's a little, oh look, there's a little dragonfly. There's round dots. Oh, they must be to do the, what are those bits for? Oh, they're just for whatever you want them to be, I think. Ah, there's the base of a tree. Where's the base of the tree? I'm going mad. Do you know what? Look at that. I said it was a dragonfly. It's my artistic brain. Maybe it could be. It's meant to be the base of the tree. Look, check this out. Look, it's the base of the tree. I thought it was a dragonfly. Once I stamp it, it looks more square, but upside down it looked like a dragonfly. It's whatever you want it to be. That was funny. Oh dear. Me and the drag. See, look in the pocket. It looks like a dragonfly. Right. Where were we? What else do we need? We need to die cut something soon, I think. No, not yet. We'll die cut in a minute. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this, I think if I go from there to there, then this curve can keep going up. I reckon the good thing about these stamps is you can put them on your card and sort of push on them. And then put your block on them. So that'll stay in the same shape I just put there. I'm just looking at the colour they've used. They haven't used a real black one. They've used one a bit. Maybe I'll go with that suede again. The grey. I wonder if smoky slate will be better. Let's try that first. Yeah, I think that's better. I don't want it too dark. Whoops. Just dropped it on my card. Right, now I want to end up with something over here. And I join it on. Rightio. And then I'm going to clean it. And then, just get off the moisture. And then we're going to work out go to there. Yep, look at that. Oh, perfect. So if I colour from halfway along this one, that one, I reckon. Go to there. We can go to about this pencil. I'll just show you what I'm talking about. If I put it on top like that, I can see through it. And if I colour in this part of the stamp to there, so I'm just going to go from there, just double check, just double check, about there, it was about there. So it's like doing masking without masking. I'm just not putting ink on there. Right, but I do have to get over the top of it a bit to see where I'm stamping. Fingers crossed, everybody. Look, I just missed a tiny tad. Oh, so close, so close, so close. So you know what we're going to do there, don't you? Something is going to have to land there. So close. Ow. What else have they got on there? So I think I'll vary it up a bit now. So I've been looking at the one in the catalogue, this one here, to get an idea of that. But I've just changed it up a bit. And I really want to put the dog on there. Where's the doggy? Now look, I really could go over that again if I wanted to with a little piece, but I don't think I will. I think I'll just leave it. And we'll worry about it with something else, like a star or something. We've got those little starry things. I could put one of them on. There's these little things. They're little stars. We could stick a star in the sky like that. And that will cover up our little mist bit. Might do that. Do it after. Okay, now you don't have to do a separate sentiment piece. I might just put my sentiment on the bottom. I would like to see the little puppy. Put him on there. How can we put those feet on? Where are the feet going to go? I love the way they run away into the horizon. I can't really fit them on this one because I might have to put them on another one. Let me have a look. Oh, they've got them on this card, look. They've put them in there. Into the snow. Like up into the Netherland. I don't know if they'll look right. Across the tree? No, I think I'll leave them off for now. I do like them. I think they're really cute. As we go back the other way. All right, let's have a look at sentiments for a moment. How's everybody going out there? All very quiet tonight. Are you all busy? You light up the season. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And I think I'll cut the dog out. We'll stamp him and cut him out separately. Now, what colour do we want that? Let's have a look at it on here for a minute. We're going to be putting some little red blingies across the top, so I'm wondering whether to do this. Let's get out some sweet sorbet. Yummy. Stamp that on here. That's nice, isn't it? And I think that'll look nice with my little bling. Don't lose that dog. Alright, let's try that again. We should go that way. Tap, 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 tap. Make sure you've got enough ink on your stamp. Just get that off there for a moment. And the best thing to do when you're stamping with these stamps, which I forgot before, I was on a couple of layers, and I do have a craft mat underneath, which does help a little, is to put it on the foam. Stamp and Pierce mat is called. You light up the season. Just trying to get that straight. There we go. Oh, look, I'm getting my Christmas cards done. That's good. It's really cute. Alright, can put that one away. My box. And I just want to stamp the little dog on something. I'll just go over there for a second. Find my little doggy. What colour will we do him? Him or her? Maybe, I don't know that I want to go exactly the same as that. Maybe I should do that darker one, the soft suede for the dog. And we'll just find a piece of card lying around my desk. I did clean up though, so I have to get my little box out with all my extra pieces. I got very tidy yesterday. I had to clean up to do my card class kits, and then I tidied up again after that. So I put a lot of things into some empty stamp boxes, and I've got some of these as well that came with the boxes that I bought for that I keep my embossing folders in. So you could either stamp him, or you could use a piece of coloured card. I'm just going to stamp him on here. I'll just try him on here first. It's a bit dark. Although he looks a bit spotty, doesn't he? Turned out looking like a spotty dog. So it would depend how you put it on your, just going to get the water off there, how you put it on your stamp too, you know. If you only want the outline, I'll get it off there. Just got ink all across the top. Not that it really matters, but I just don't like to slip with it. You could do it around the edges like that and then do another colour. See? Couple of spots in the middle. Okay, like a stripy dog, look. You could do a check. I'm just playing. You could do a checky dog, look. Check that out. Let's just do it for the fun of it. Look at that. Looks like he's wearing a coat. That's cool. And then I'm going to put some of this one on. This is the crumb cake one. Look at that. Okay, that's one way to do it. I'll put another dog on there if I've not got room. Nah, because if I'll get one out of that bit. Because I've already cut it. Fit him there? Oh, I might fit him there. So let's try that one first. And then, sorry, can't shut my little thing. That's better. I'm gonna get my markers out. And I'll work out which box they're in. They had to be at the bottom of the pile, didn't they? So I've got these markers, the neutral collection. So soft suede. I've stuck out of an old catalogue. I stuck the colours on the side so I could find them easily. You could use the same colour. Early Espresso. Early Espresso, no, that's, we want soft suede. It'll be that one. Soft suede. And then you could colour in your stamp. Oh, got new comments and I didn't see them. I'm very, very sorry because it's not scrolling automatically. I thought you were all quiet. Oh, Wendy said the colours are beautiful. Thank you, Wendy. 23 minutes ago. Sorry about that. Oh wow, it could be a dragonfly. Cute patchy dog. Thank you, everybody. Oh, dearie me. Usually the comments just flip up the screen, but for some reason they didn't. And I just saw the little arrow that said I had more comments. Oh dear. Never mind. Okay, so you could actually do something with this one. Make it into a more spotty. That looks like he's got something. Maybe I'll have to make the spots bigger. See what this one looks like. Just try and line it up over the top. There you go. Which one do you like better? Or do you want me to try again? You want me to try a different one? I was busy. but I do like interacting as well. It's very nice having people to interact with. I don't know. Not sure if I like this body one. I quite like that one. It's sort of different. But I'm worried he might look like he's in a harness or something. Because he's got lines all over him. I could try another version. We could just go with the plain one. I could do that one again. Any votes? Any preferences? Right, while you're doing that, we'll have a think about this and what we do up there. So I'm thinking if I just put some stars up there. Now the stamp book out. Where is it? Oh, you like the dark one? I don't like the dark one. And I might do these in, oh, what colour will we do those in? They might have to be in something, I don't know, are they flowers or snowflakes? I'm not sure. And again, I think they're whatever we want them to be. On equals in. Just colour his cheek in a bit darker. His cheek, you mean up here? You're talking about the dark one? This bit here? There. I'll just wait for Diana. Okay, I'll think about this. Light up the season. If they're red, what colour will I do those little bits? Oh, that's a challenge. Not sure what colour to do them. Yes, thank you, Dave. Will I go a yellowy colour for these? Just totally different. Like stars, you know? We can make them look like stars. I could use some... Look, let's see what we could use. We'll just try them up here. Okay, Melody. Like that, because these are all going to be red. I think that might be a nice variation, and then they look like stars. Let me just colour his little cheek in. His mouth. I'm going to bring that bait up. I think I'll do them that colour. You all okay with that colour? That colour is Mango Melody. And we can always put a bit of Winker Stella on there to make it sparkle a bit. Oh, what happened to my camera? Am I still live? It'll be the first time. I'll check my comments are working. Can't see them on my iPad tonight. Who knows? Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to cover up this tiny little gap here that I've got. See, no one would even know one of the joys of stamping. Cover up your little errors. 2 piles. Right. All my little blocks out tonight. I've got lots of different size blocks, and if you wanted to get the blocks as a set, you can. You can get them as a bundle. Put them in your starter kit if you wanted to. They are in my annual catalogue, and you can get this lovely case as well to put your blocks in. Hang on, let me just open it like this. I have a little spot for them all. Mine don't make it back in there very often these days. This is lovely, so it means I'm using them. What? That handy there. If you're wanting those, they are on page. Let me just have a look. Page. You know. Okay, so on page 149 of your annual catalogue, you'll find the blocks. Just stop and look at blocks for a minute. Now, I do need to tell you something, because I was reading earlier where are we? Let's go back to my website. There's a couple of errors on the page if you're reading it. I just like to make sure that they always give us information in case there's any errors, because it does happen, you know. People are people and we make mistakes sometimes when we're typing things. Where are we? The blocks. 2 clear blocks in the diagram are marked incorrectly. Page 149. So in the diagram here, I think they mean. Okay, let's have a look. The block marked H in the diagram, H, is actually block I. And the block marked I, this one, is actually block H. The dimensions listed below the diagram are correctly marked. So all the measurements on these here are correct. So I'll show you the difference just so you know what I'm talking about. So where are we? Just get the other one out. Oh, the big one. I is the bigger one. See on here it looks like the smaller one? H is the smaller one. So I better write that down while we're in here. That's H and that's I. Okay, just so you get that right. So there are the couple of other things too. If you have any questions about any products, let me know. I can always look that up for you. There's a few other things as well. If I'm using things, I'll check them as I go. But that's really good to get the whole set. So let's have a look. The bundle is $133.50. So you get 10% off that way. And that's bundling your clear blocks. That's really cool. Oh, and I've got that on my wish list too, the masking paper. Does anyone use the masking tape? Oh yeah, okay, thanks, Di. I thought it stopped for a second. It did circles on my screen. Masking paper looks cool. I've seen a few things done with that now, so I'm going to get some of that next time. So to play with it. So there you go. That's about the blocks. Right, let's get back to my card. Our card. Right, we can cut this out on the music. Whoops, better not do it that way. I might bump the camera again. Let's grab my plates. die on the screen. We need die out of the packet. Little dog. Right, we just cut that one off. Let's cut this one apart. I like to cut them off so that I'm not putting the whole piece through. Now, can you see that? Let's try and line him up. A bit tricky because I've stamped twice. What am I lining up on? I'll just have to stand up for a sec. Check that. Right. Push it down hard. Did I get it in the right spot? Hope so. We're going to have to make another one. Look at that. It's a little doggy. And we'll pop him up a little bit. And I'm just thinking about the light up the season bit. I'm just wondering whether to put, I might actually put some Wink of Stella over that. I wonder how that'll go. Let's just try it first on our paper. I don't want to smear it all. I just want it to look a bit brighter. You could do embossing over it, but I want it to sparkle a bit as well. I think that'll work, so we'll do that at the end. Okay, get that out because I don't want to lose it. Right, we'll put our other dog over there for now. And we need to put this on the card. Oh, what have we done there? Something on the card. Did I get pencil on the card? There's no rubber. I don't know if that's pencil or ink. Might be a bit of ink actually. Oh well. Got a little piece of ink there. You know what that means, don't you? It means we've got to jimmy it up. Ready? I'm just going to cut that right off and make the edges all squiggly like this. So much for that straight edge, eh? Now we can go like that on this one and bring that one in a bit more. There we go. Now I'm going to have to do it across the bottom too. One thing led to another. I used to have scissors that did this. To find them again. You could use those deckled edge frames. Or just use your snips. That gives us a nice little rough look anyway. What are we going for time tonight? 40, not too bad. Look at that. There we go. Gorgeous. I'll just push that down a little bit. Or you could leave it looking rough and up if you want to. I'm just going to push it down a bit. And I'm just thinking. There's all this thinking going on in my head. What if we put it on there? Might be a bit much, hey? And then that's pink, not red. Oh yeah, there is that. How about we get a bit of that? Just looking at it going, I feel like it needs something around the edges. Although maybe not. Might be alright with it. I know it looks okay on there. I'm just wondering if I need another layer. Hang on. You know I love vellum, so let's get some vellum out. I do like vellum. Let's see if I've got any cut out already. Just get a piece out of my bag. Right here under the chair. Okay, let's think about this for a second. Alright, so I tend to put it on my, I think we'll cut it in half first. And go that way. If I do this one at, well, I wanted that, this one's smaller, isn't it? I'll do that one at the 10. That's what they give me. That works out, doesn't it? Maybe it's a little bit too big. Yeah, I might bring that down a little bit more. A little bit more. I want to take off 5 mils. So I'm measuring on this side. Take off 5. See just there? Keep all your spare little bits in your little vellum container. You never know when you might need them. That's better. I want to put that on an angle. Or do I? I keep changing my mind. Half the fun. Oh, I think I'll straighten it. Let me see what that looks like. I think I might just rough the edges of that up too. I'm just going to use my other Stampin' Pierce mat, the one I use for my piercing. It's got holes all through it. I'll just go to the edge of my mat, like this. and just sort of dig into it a bit. Of course it doesn't want to do it because I did it the other day, just fine. Just give it a bit of a rough edge. Or like I said, you could use the deckled rectangles. To give it a rough edge as well. Noisy. You could even turn it over, look, and have the rough side up, depending on what you want. I've just got it going over the edge a tiny bit. Oops. What that looks like. It's just a little bit. Some of them have torn a little bit, but that's okay. Just do a little bit on the other side too, so that we even that up a little bit. See, then you can see that on the card. Look. Just gives it a bit more light. Oh yeah, I like that better. Much better. Right, let's get some glue on this thing. Now, don't glue underneath the edges there. So we're going to put glue on this piece first. Just in there. And if you just put that on your grid paper, might help to center things, maybe. It is useful. I'll just sort of put it down. I think that's okay. A little bit off, so because it's liquid, we can move it a little bit. Not the same as putting it straight on the card, which is good. Like it's a tiny bit low. I might just pull that up a bit. See, it still comes off a little bit, but it is starting to stick already. We might just have to leave it. A little bit low here. Oh dear, I think it's stuck already. Gee, it sticks quick, doesn't it? Gotta be quick. It's got to be quick. Okay, it's staying right there. It's down a little bit low, but that's where it is tonight. And then put your other glue underneath, under there, so that you can't see it through the edges. at that. Love those colours. Gorgeous. Ah, I just realised something. These little dots here look like you can stamp them onto the trees. There's dots. Look at that. I don't know if it'll be too much with that string though. So I might leave it for this one. Do it on another one. But where's the little doggy? Doggy. You need some minis. Where are my minis? Oh, that's my big ones. I might have used all the minis up. Here they are. Just use the edges of your minis. Little dog on. So cute. And we want some of these. Oh, I haven't got my take your pick tool out yet. Oh, I haven't even played with the caravan or anything. Now the other thing you could do is cut out. I might just die cut one of those in a minute just to see what it looks like. Isn't that wonderful? Look, they fit on there perfectly. And you could mix them up too if you wanted to, the colours. I think I'll just stick with these ones. I'm loving these. So the stamp set's in the mini catalogue and the dies are in the Sale-A-Bration. So the other thing you could have done is stamped your poles separately and stick them on. Oh, I missed one. Missed one. Because you see we've got dies for just about everything. I could do another one with the caravan one day. But I do want to just try. Where did I put my lid? Lid. I'll just die cut a tree for a second. One of these trees. Let's see what this looks like. So I can get it off the packet. It's stuck on really well. Be careful when you're getting them up. See that? Die cut that out of something. Let's do a bit of vellum, why not? Or even the colour. Got lots of little pieces of vellum that I keep in my bag for occasions like this. Take that piece off. Let's try one out of vellum. Put it round the right way. Actually, maybe we'll try two out of vellum while we're on there. Do we need anything else out of vellum? What's that? What is this piece? A little stick. Not sure what all the little bits are for yet. I'll have to study the catalogue a bit more. Got a little bow that goes on the door of the caravan. There's a little curtain for the caravan. Here, there's a little curtain here. Isn't that cute? I'm trying to work out what that bit is. Not sure. This little stick piece here. There's little pieces here. Must be for the door, I think. Here. How cute. Alright. There's so many things you can do with it. Just can't do it all in one night. Ta-da! Look at that. Ooh. Little box. Just get all these little pieces out. This could even look like snow on the trees. Just got to pull those little bits out. See, they do just pop out. That's the other way to do it, is pull it up and push them out as you're pulling it off the board. Look at that. I'll put those on, hey? Give it a little extra depth. You know, I try and start doing simple cards and then it turns into... Just keeps going, doesn't it? I love it. Alright, I can do simple ones. I'm sure I can. Started off simple. Right, do we need any more vellum tree bits? What do you think? I like it too because it doesn't cover up all the colour that we've already got going. I don't want to put it on that one. I think that would cover that one up too much. What are you all thinking? Or do you like it on that one? Okay, let's have a vote. Let's vote. Ready? One. Hang on, let me find the list. Let's get a list. Where's my pen? I've lost everything. Here's a pen. I can see a pen. Here's a pen. Fiona Fernandez. Bye for your handcrafts. 1. More vellum trees. 2. Like this. Only 2 on this tree, this tree, and that tree. Do you like that? How's that for a poll? You quite like it like that, looking at the picture. And then number 3, okay, this tree is the first big tree. Okay, big tree. And number 3 is the big tree on the right and the little tree on the left. Little tree left and big tree right. So that's the center tree really. Let me just fold that a bit. Or do you want one more vellum tree to go over here somewhere? Number 2, I like number 2, Wendy. Anybody else? Is anyone else still here? I can't see who's here tonight. Not unless you talk. Then I'll know you're there. But I can't see it. Normally I can see it on my iPad, but I've got that thing up on my screen, so I can't see it. I think I'm liking number 2. I don't know, it's really hard, isn't it? Number 2 is that one and that one. I'd have to put my red spot on again. Funny how I missed that one before. Now I need to move it. Okay, and we'll go with that. Put them back in the packet so we don't lose them. Yes. Okay, we'll put my pole away. Matched my work, didn't it? I like that. I do like that colour. Alright, that's for the other card. Put that there. Alright, so to stick these on, this is a little bit trickier. I'm going to give it a go. Just going to have to move my little dot for a second. I'm hoping I can get it off without ruining it. There we go. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on these. I've got a tissue handy here. So you don't want too much on there because it'll show a bit on the top. Just put on those thicker areas. And I spread it out a little bit so that it's not so obvious, hopefully. I don't need heaps of it on there. And I haven't tried using that adhesive, the adhesive sheets on vellum yet. I'm just going to do it this way. Just push it down my tissue so that that will grab anything that pops out from under it. Just hold that one down for a second. Yeah, see, that's not sticky, so that's good. I don't want it to stick too hard in the middle, on the edges, sorry, because I like seeing it. Gives it something extra, doesn't it? Lovely. Right, let's stick this back on. That was lucky that came up. And we just want to put our Winker-Stella on. Let's not forget the Winker-Stella. And then we'll make another quick little card. What time is it? With my pink, I already did. Let's get a bit of Winker-Stella on this so that it lights up. I'm going to light up the season. Just enough. Hang on a minute, bring that up here. Let's get a visual on that. There we go. Light up the season. See, the Winker-Stella really helps, doesn't it? There we go. And there's my little trees. You could Winker-Stella them a little bit as well if you want more glitter in there, but I think that'll do. Right, isn't that cute? Righto, let's quickly whip up. Now, earlier, something I prepared earlier. So if you missed this bit at the beginning, I used this embossing folder, which is called Whimsical Woodland. So that's one side of the embossing folder. Where is it? It's on the desk somewhere. Okay, so this side I did by putting the paper there, and this part here pushed into the cardstock, and I put Versamark on it, and then I put white embossing powder on there. That worked like that. I missed a little bit there, but that doesn't matter. And then the other side, I just was trying different things. So, oh, thank you, guys. I used the white stamp pad at the beginning, so I think I did a little bit at the beginning because I smeared a bit more here. You just open up your ink pad and you just smear it across very carefully, so you're mostly just getting it on the bits that are sticking up, so you just try and be careful. But here I got a little bit on there extra, that doesn't matter. So I'm liking, I do like the bright side of that, but I'm not sure. So I'll just have a play with that for a second. We'll just get this out. So I'm going to just sort of look at the card in the catalogue and do something with that. Just find a piece of cardstock for that. I've got one in my stash here. Oh, I don't know if I've got one that big. Got one that big? Oh no, not right. Oh, hang on, I've got this piece here. Maybe we'll use that one. So I'm not using the same die cut that they're using because I've put mine away somewhere. I'll just put that up there. Just put that over there. Now, let's cut this out first. Oh yes, we'll do that because then we can do that on the mini again. That mini going tonight. I'm just going to cut that off with my scissors. I'm hoping this is big enough. And the other one on, oh, what have I got on there? Got little bits on there, just wipe them off. Try not to have them on there when you start. I must have had it on my, must have been on my plate. What else do we need? We need a bit of green. Just wondering if I've got some of that in my other stash. Let me just have a look in that one. My little bitty box. Little bits, look. So I'm looking for a piece of shaded spruce. Oh, there we have. There we have one. I'm just looking at that for this one. What have they used for that one? Oh, now what is that out of? It's a long, narrow one. Oh, hang on a minute. This one, I think it's one of these. This is the Stylish Shape Stars, and they've used So Very Merry, which is now I'm getting messy. Getting right into it. Where's So Very Merry? There it is. That one. Okay. Alrighty then, let's get that out. I'll cut that in a minute. Just going to put that onto my block, so just let it rest on the paper by itself. Pop it down, and I've got my white powder out here. Do it down there. Fit that there, that there. There, right. Versamark. So I'm going to do Versamark. I'll just tap it on like that. Stamp it on. And then put on the white powder. So at the moment I'm still using my little boxes. I haven't got the new kit yet. There's a kit you can get. It's in the mini catalogue, and it's got a little tray, and a little embossing buddy, and some tweezers and things, brushes and stuff. Get one of them down the track. And just clean off your stamp. You can put the powder on and let that sit there, that's fine. I try and get the powder on straight away, and then I wash my stamp off. Leave that out still. Put that one away. Right, we just need our little heat tool. You just heat this until it changes colour. Got a few little gaps in it, but it'll be alright. And then we'll just use our little buddy, my buddy. Get my little buddy out. You have to call him buddy. Oh, that'll just fit through there, look. Without me chopping it all off. Maybe. Might have to chop it off. Okay, this is going to be a little bit tricky because we don't want to chop our words off. Just make sure you centre it. Just make sure I'm in camera. Move that out the way. Come over a little bit. There we go. Is that better? Thanks, Wendy. Bye. Oh, she's probably already gone. Thanks, Adina. Okay, now I am going to put a sticky on this. If I'll find one. Where did I put on this sticky? There. I'm going to put one on there just so that it will hold that bit in place. Let's fold that back so that it doesn't get stuck there. Let's hope we don't chop my Y off. Let's see how I went. Ta-da! Oh, there's a bit of extra something else in there. Where'd that come from? little bit of something. Wow, that's very close, isn't it, to the edge? That's the one they've used though in the catalogue. Wow. Very tidy. Put that back up there. I'll put this one over here so we don't lose that one. That's in its packet. Good to put them back in the packet. Right, we've got that, we need a tree. We're focused on trees tonight. Sorry everyone, we're not doing caravans yet. We'll do a little tree. Which one will fit on there? Maybe the little one. There we go. I'll put the dog away. Okay, that one will fit on there nicely. I think the other one's too big. That one, yeah. That one and this little one. I'll do it. Well, they've done it in the green, so maybe we'll just do that too. I think we'll use, I think I'm going to do that soft sea foam. For that one. Something on that, oh well, doesn't matter. Some of this. Ooh, parakeet party, here we come. Let's see what that looks like. Woo, look at that. So we just need to cut our card down. What will we put it on? What have they done? They've got a little bit of something behind it. I'll show you what I'm looking at. This is what we're looking at. This. So they've got a piece of something behind there, haven't they? They've got some vellum in there again. Let's go. Vellum. I do like them. Just put that there for a second with our Mary. And we need some more vellum for this little thing, whatever that is, don't we? Let's get that vellum out again. Vellum. Well, we'll need one of those pieces to go behind, and then we'll make something out of one of these. What have we got? Oh, there's one of those pages. Aren't they cool? Love that. That's in the Hues of Happiness die set. This little piece. It's really cool. Oh, can't find what I'm looking for. And the piece that was already done, we'll just use this one. There we go. Alright, so they've done like a little tassel-y thing. I think we'll just make that up. We'll just make one about that big. And we'll cut it in half. We'll cut it in half. And then we'll cut it. I'm not really sure what they did, so I'm just making it up. Hold them firmly. They keep sliding. They're all sliding away from me. The bottom ones are cut already. Try that again. So one more cut up there. And then it's sort of like that underneath that thing. But I think we'll cut this in a bit more. Woo! Vellum everywhere. Scoot it off the table. Alrighty, I think that's sort of what they've done. Like that. And they've got all their little tassely bits. Well, I'm going to go a little bit shorter. Just do that over here so I don't get it all over the table completely. Alright, and then I'll have to stick that together so it doesn't all come apart. A bit of glue on that one. 4, got 4. I haven't made one of these before. And then that will go on there. And then that will go like that. I think. I think it's about there anyway. That's where ours is going. Like that. And then we just need to put a few little bubbles on there. Maybe they could use that stamp here. Are they too big for that one? They look a bit big for that one, don't they? Oh, let's try. There's so much colour. Let's go this colour. What was that again? No. What an email on Rambo. Oh no. Always the way, isn't it? Hang on. Oh, yes, I have it. It's hiding. It's hiding under everything. Hi, Jill. I'm being a bit trivial too. Thanks for joining me. I'm just about to massacre the Christmas tree. See, I've put this thing on already and I probably shouldn't have done that, should I? I should have stamped first. What about, because that one's going to show, isn't it? Or is it? Are we going to cover that one? Ah, it doesn't matter. Let's just do this thing. Let's go plonk. Ta-da! Look at that. There. Lovely. Oh, now just be careful with this one when you're pulling it up. Rip it apart. Like I nearly did. Nearly. Righto, now we just got to trim this down. What else have we got to cut out? Anything else? No. Okay. Right, let's work out what we're doing now with this. What colour card are we putting on? And how big are we making this? They've got a funny shape there. So we might have to make a funny shape too. Okay. We need to vote. Do we want to use this side, which is daubed? The dauber side of the embossing folder. So it gives it a lighter white. Or do we want to use the side that I did the white embossing powder? And it's going to have a bit of vellum under. Oh, we've got vellum under things tonight. There we go. So while you're deciding that, actually, we'll just pop that there. And we'll just emboss this piece of vellum to go under it. I'll have to use the big embossing folder. I think I'll just emboss over here. This would be quicker and easier than bringing it over there. Just do that over here. How'd you go at your vigil? Did you win tonight? All right, there's a piece. We'll put that one underneath. We'll trim this one down anyway, because we're going to go at a different shape card tonight, aren't we? So this is basically the width. Although I haven't coloured down there, have I? We actually won. No one was more surprised than us. Embossing powder side. You want it that side up? Okay, I might have to trim. I didn't go right to the edge, so I think what we'll do, how much of it will we use? That's the question, isn't it? Or shall I just make it a normal card size? Because that will bring it down to, then I can trim that little side off. If I go to 4.5. Oh no. Oh, they've got it on a pink base. Okay, let me just get another bit of card. That's funny, Jill. Let's move that. Whoops. What size are we doing? Because their card looks like it's about... No, maybe we'll just go with the regular size. What I'm used to. Let's stay with that for now. Just emboss that centerpiece. Bone folder that I hid under everything. Put it back in its stand, then I'll know where to find it. Right, we go like that. So I like all this bit here, but then that bit's not coloured in, is it? Oh, maybe I'll trim it off a bit. Yeah. I can't decide. Yeah. Maybe we'll just go with that bit there, this panel. Then I can use the other side for something else. Alrighty. Let's cut that down to 9. We've got 10.5 normally, haven't we? We want to go a little tilted. And we're going to go to 9. That will give us a tilt. Okay, good. And we'll just trim off that other bit. If I didn't get on the edges. Here we go. And then this one. And go a little tiny bit bigger. Go for that one, 13.5, so we'll go to 14 and 10, nearly 10. Let's see how that goes. There we go. Now they've gone that way and that way. And then that goes on there. Right. Radio. That would be magenta. No? Melon Mambo. I knew it had M's. I knew it started with M. I'm putting that one on first so that I can see where the bottom one needs to go. And we just want that, hang on a minute, no, that way, and that way. I want to see a bit of that embossing underneath. And put your glue under there where you can't see through it. Become a vellum party tonight, has that? Do you like embossed? I like embossed and vellum, so that works well. Just push that down for a moment. So this is the first card we did, Jill. It was lots of fun. I haven't even got into the caravans of this lovely die set. Caravans another day. Right, and then that will go on there. So we'll put this one down first. They've got it sort of set to one side a bit. So I'll go with that too. And my pink coloured, my pink shed a bit. Oh no. Oh well. Oh well. Never mind. I'll do something to it in a minute. I wasn't going to put one under there, was I? Oh, I forgot. Oh, dearie me. Okay, we go about there, I think. Oh, there's this higher. I'll just put it there. That'll work, won't it? So very merry. And it's just a little bit higher on that spot there. So normally I wouldn't have put one there, but I just forgot when I was putting it on. I'll put it towards this side a little bit more next time, and a little glue dot underneath there. Right, now that needs something else on it. They've got sparkles. Let's get some sparkling happening. Sparkles. That's sparkles. Let's see what we got tonight. Okay, we've got some iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. They look nice. I like them. Not sure what they've used on theirs. They look like something frosted. Trying to work out what they are. I really can't tell. They've got two different, unless they're just the plain one. Here, I'll show you. Look. I can't tell what they are. Unless they're sequins. Oh, there might be sequins. I don't have any of them. So we'll just use what we've got here. So I'm thinking these ones. What do you reckon? They look nice on there, don't they? And we'll just grab our chip. Embossed vellum looks great. Yes, it does, doesn't it? I love it. Okie dokie. Rightio, let's get some of these off here. Oh look, we'll put that on top of the tree. Look, I can just put them where they've got them. I don't have to think about it. See, that's what's great about watching someone else's work. Although it's a bit different because I used a different die cut here. Similar. Similar but different. So that's what's so lovely about making it your own. So those were the iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. Just pop them over there. So that's my little card. There's my two cards that I've cased, if you like, out of the catalogue. And made them a little different. Oh, I didn't colour my vellum. Oh, dang. I just remembered. They coloured their vellum here, look. They probably used the blends. Oh, dearie me. Have we got time for that? Soft sea foam I've used. Where have I got soft sea? Oh, I forgot that little section, didn't I? Pool party. I don't know if I've got soft sea foam. I've got macaron. I don't think I've got any. What's that one there? Oh look, I've got some soft sea foam. I don't even think you'll notice it. That's nice to whack it in there, isn't it? Might give it a little lift. A little bit of colour in there. See? Let's get this thing. I've got 4 layers of vellum in there. So I'll just pick them up a little bit. Get a bit of colour on those ones. There you go. There we go, we've got some colour in there. And just a tad. Lovely. Alright, what a mess. What a mess. I love it. Should see the mess I made. Oh. Okay, as long as you can't see it on the live, it's good, isn't it? Let me straighten up the camera. Okay. So, there you go. Did anyone else finish any cards tonight? my little cards. Rightio, well, we better say goodnight. It's 10:41. Whoops. So they're the cards we made, and I just used the ideas out of the catalogue. So don't forget it's Sale-A-Bration all through till the end of August. But the items are only there till stocks last, so just keep your mind on that if you're wanting anything. And if you want to know any more about Stampin' Up or joining, pop me a message. Oh, thanks, Di. Yeah, so do I. Colours are great. Alrighty, I'll say goodnight. Ciao.